We are back on the Madden 17 Titans franchise, and after a tough loss last week at home, we hit the road to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, both teams are coming into this game with the exact same record at 1-1, so we are both two desperate teams looking for a win in any type of way that it comes. We have got to take care of business today. And one thing I'm curious to see is how the new acquisitions are going to play for us. We made quite a few moves in the last video, and if you guys haven't seen it, then pause this video, open up a new tab, and then watch that one first, and then come back to this one. Because we made a lot of moves that I think are going to pay huge dividends moving forward. Anyway, getting into the gameplay, the Titans take possession first. Mariota takes the snap out of the pistol and dumps it off quick to the tight end Wilson, and he's going to take it up to the 32-yard line for a gain of 5. Bringing up second down now. Coming out of the pistol once again. With time in the pocket, connects with right across the middle, and that's going to move the chains for a first down. Next play, Henry's going to get the carry up the gut, and he almost breaks out of a tackle, but he's going to get a 9-yard gain on the play, setting us up with 2nd and 1. Mariota looking to go airborne now, throws complete to OBJ, and that's going to move us in the Steelers territory. Mariota out of the pistol once again, goes with the play fake and hits right at the Steelers 20-yard line, and that's going to move us into the red zone, and we're going to have to capitalize on this great field position. We cannot afford to let this slip away. So coming out on 1st and 10, going with the play fake, Mariota connects with Wilson near the sideline, and he does not want to go down, fighting for extra yardage to get us inside the 10-yard line. Henry then gets the carry, trying to take it up the middle, but runs right into a wall of Steelers defenders for no gain. Bringing up 2nd and goal now. Mariota in the gun with time, checks it down to the newly acquired halfback Cooley, setting us up with 3rd and goal from the 5. Mariota then going with the swing route, hits Henry, and he cannot get into the end zone. That was unbelievable. I was expecting Henry to just lower his shoulder and just bully his way in, but Gay came over and delivered a big hit, knocking him horizontally, stopping his momentum and preventing the ball from crossing the plane. But that was really close, you guys. I don't know about that. The ref should have taken another look. So I thought about going for it on 4th and goal, but my offensive lineman jumped and caused the false start. So instead of going for it from the 5, we do the smart thing and kick a field goal. So we take the points and we go up 3-0 in this one. So how does Pittsburgh respond on their first drive? Giving the carry to Bell up the middle, and he has a nice 5-yard gain on the play. Bringing up 2nd and 5, Roethlisberger with time, has a wide open receiver, but Coates can't bring it in. And that drop really saved us because he had a clear path all the way to the end zone. Then on 3rd and 5, Roethlisberger completely overthrows a wide open receiver. That looks like it might have been Coates again, and Big Ben knows he missed a play right there. He wishes he could have that one back for sure. So after the incompletion, our offense hits the field for the next drive on 1st and 10 from the 40. Cooley gets the toss outside and cannot turn the corner. Shazier showing off that speed at linebacker to make the play. On 2nd and 8, Mariota looking to go quick, throws a slant to Gabriel, and he is gone. Turbo Gabriel turning on the Jets, going 38 yards untouched for the score, and that gives us a 10-point lead late in the first. And this play was made possible because the free safety Mitchell bit on something underneath. I'm not too sure what he was looking at there, but once he was gone, there was no longer any safety help over the top, so all Gabriel had to do was turn on the afterburners, and he was gone. So the Steelers are looking to respond before things get out of hand, and Bell goes nowhere. One of our new acquisitions, Zach Brown from the Buffalo Bills, made a huge play right there by diagnosing the run early and getting there before Bell can make a play. So on 2nd and 9, Bell gets another carry off the left side, and this time it's a huge gain, moving the Steelers up to the 41-yard line for the next set of downs. So on the next play, the Steelers come out in the I formation. Big Ben with the play fake, looks downfield. He's going to take a shot here. With time in the pocket, under pressure, he lets it go, and is picked off by Jalen Collins in the end zone. The 6'2" corner out of LSU made a heck of a play right there. That's exactly why we brought him in. But what you guys probably didn't see during the live action was the play that we got out of Danny Shelton. Look at him toss the fullback aside to put Big Ben under pressure and make him speed up his mechanics and get rid of the ball. And I'm not sure if that's where Big Ben wanted to go with it, but Jalen Collins showing off the superb leaping ability, going up, grabbing the ball mid-air and making the play. That was great execution. So after the pick on our next drive on 3rd and 13, Henry catches the ball in the open field off the swing pass, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 49-yard line, moving the chains. Next play, Henry carries it up the middle for a gain of 6, setting us up at the 42. Mariota then out of the gun, looking to make a play, throws complete to right, but there's a flag on the play. This one is going to be coming back. It's an illegal block in the back somehow. I didn't see it, but that's going to move us back to a 2nd and 4. But it doesn't bother Mariota as he once again connects with an open receiver downfield for yet another first down. So we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 22. Henry takes the carry off the right side, trying to break a tackle, but he gets brought down at the 6. So with the Titans in the red zone looking to punch it in, Mariota fires it in to OBJ on a quick slant for the score. And the Pittsburgh fans have gone silent. They cannot believe what is happening early in this one. But look at the move that OBJ put on Gay right there to free himself up. Mariota then put the ball right on the money. OBJ made a nice catch knowing the hit was coming, and we've taken a 17-point lead in the second quarter. If the Steelers are going to get anything going, now is the time. Bell with the handoff, hits the spin move, freeing himself up into the open field, has one defender to beat, and it's the rookie Lavarson and Polly with the touchdown-saving tackle. But look at this spin move. Le'Veon juked out 2 defenders on that play for a big gain. That was a pretty impressive run by Le'Veon Bell, because it sets the Steelers up just outside the red zone. Green with the catch there, and he's only going to get a couple on the play. Good job by the defense being able to react after the catch. 2nd and 8 now, dumping it down to Green again, and this time they're inching closer trying to punch it in. We've got to keep them out of the end zone. But on 2nd and goal, this happens. Nobody covers the tight end Henry, leaving him wide open, and he ends up making the grab for a score. So at halftime, we're feeling pretty good about things, but we must close this thing out. We cannot let the Steelers go on a run in the second half. Getting back to the action, the Steelers have it to start the third. Big Ben goes play action on 1st and 10, looking to go up top to Antonio Brown, but it's picked off by Jalen Collins. For the 2nd time in a row, Jalen Collins steps up to the challenge and picks off a pass intended for Antonio Brown. And that is not an easy matchup, you guys. But Collins is not backing down, and this one might have been a bit overthrown, but it was a really good job with Collins keeping up with AB all the way downfield and not letting him get by him, because you know that connection has the potential to go for 6 every time. Jalen Collins is having a career game, playing with a lot of passion, and he's letting the fans in Pittsburgh know all about it. And I know it's still pretty early in this one, there's a ton of time left, but I think we may have just found our game MVP. Collins was talking with the coaches after last week's loss, and he felt that he really needed to step up his play, and he has responded in this one in a big way. But getting back to the gameplay, as a completion there goes to Wilson for a nice gain, bringing up a 3rd and 2. Henry gets the carry up the middle and gets stopped 1 inch shy of picking up the first down. So we stay aggressive and go for it. Mariota leans forward and picks up just enough yardage for a first, and this Steelers defense is looking gassed. So we dial the screenplay up to Cooley, makes the grab, and come on. Did you guys just see what happened there? Jones decides to just not block anyone and take off and go do his own thing, leaving Cooley exposed to a big hit. That is not going to get it done. But we ended up moving the chains anyways, as you can see here later on the drive on 1st and 10. Mariota escaping the pocket, diving out of bounds at the 4, setting up a 1st and goal. Mariota takes the snap. The Steelers send an all-out blitz, and that's just easy money. They completely forgot about Luke Wilson, who makes an easy score on the play. So on the Steelers' next drive, Roethlisberger takes a snap under center, fires near the sideline, complete to the tight end Green. He's going to move it up to the 31-yard line to bring up 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger, under pressure, immediately fires it out of bounds, trying to save the yardage there and not take a sack. And that's a smart play, because on 3rd and 2, Roethlisberger out of the gun connects with Colts in the middle of the field, and that reception is going to put him inside the red zone. Next play, 1st and 10, Bell tries to take it up the gut, but the Titans defense is all over that, shutting it down after 4 yards. Next play is a dump off the Colts, and he pretty much goes nowhere. He might have picked up about 3 on the play. Looking at 3rd and short now, the toss goes to Bell outside, and nice tackling by Searcy. He had Bell in a one-on-one situation, and there's not too many guys that want that matchup. So the defense does a great job there keeping the Steelers out of the end zone. The only thing that we have to do on our next drive is take care of the football, but I still want to be somewhat aggressive, because the way that I lose always seems to be from teams coming from behind. And after taking a loss last week, we cannot afford to let that happen today. So Henry gets the carry here, trying to break a tackle, but there's just no running room on the play, and that's going to set us back a yard to a 3rd and 3 situation. Taylor Gabriel then gets open on a slant, making the grab once again, and that's going to move the chains. A couple plays later in the drive on 3rd and 9, Mariota with an empty backfield, looking for the dagger, going up top to Odell Beckham, and he makes the grab in stride and runs it in for a score. OBJ is just almost impossible to cover in one-on-one situations. The DB here gets a pretty good jam at the line, but once Odell breaks free, he's able to easily accelerate pass after a few quick steps to make the catch and walk in for an easy touchdown to put this game on ice. So the final score in this one is going to be 30-10, and we ended up bouncing back in a huge way after last week's disappointing loss. And I also think the new acquisitions did a good job as well. Danny Shelton made a couple nice plays applying pressure in the pass rush, and Zach Brown made a few nice plays against the run, so bringing him on board was definitely the right call. Now on to the stats. Mariota had a monster game, putting up 335 yards, 4 touchdowns on 25 completions. That was definitely an efficient game. Even though a lot of the completions were on short routes like slants and things like that, you still can't take that away from him. And like in week 1, the rushing game was really non-existent, so there's not a lot to say there. But the passing game was on point in this one. Look at all the different receivers that have multiple catches in this game. If at all possible, this is the way that I want to spread it around. I know OBJ is probably going to get the majority of the targets, but if we can get multiple receivers to have 5 or 6 catches a game, I think it'll make the game a little easier and hopefully more enjoyable to watch. Now on to the game MVP. It's none other than Jalen Collins, who had the tall order of guarding Antonio Brown all game long. He did a really impressive job coming away with 2 interceptions, and I think Brown might have only had 2 or 3 catches all game long, so that's definitely a job well done by Collins and the rest of the defense as well, because Big Ben didn't really look like Big Ben in this one, you guys. So I think it was a good game overall. Anyways, you guys, that's all the time I got in this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.